Hello, good evening.
Thomas,
Yeah.
am I audible, Thomas?
Yes, yes, you're audible. Yes.
So we'll wait for others.
Yeah, yeah. We'll wait for others. Two of them have joined.
So I'll be able to present, right?
Yes, yes, you'll be able to present. Yeah. So first I'll present, I'll just introduce for 5 minutes and then I'll
Yeah, no
stop present.
issues. No issues, no issues. Yeah.
Mr. Charles, good evening. I think Mr. Dinesh is not connected to the audio. So hi, Mr. Charles, good evening.
Hi, Thomas. Thomas, yeah, good evening, Thomas. I'm sorry, I'm just getting back home. In fact, I'm late today. I pulled over and I parked my car on the highway and sitting and attending the meeting.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. I think
Because
you've joined twice, I
it's just
believe.
7:30. Yeah, it's just 7:30 in Dubai. So
Yeah, yeah.
we finished work today.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Mr. Dinesh, good evening.
Finish is on silence, actually.
Yeah, yeah, muted, yeah. So we'll wait for a minute and we'll start off. And then
Yeah, no
hopefully,
problem.
as I do the introduction, hopefully others also should join. Okay, so let's start. So just to remind us as to why we have these meetings, BGSM meetings, is to ensure that we are continuously seeking to grow our businesses at 10 times. That's the motivation, that's the desire. And can we keep looking at learning new things, from various aspects of how to run a business, and the different cycle that we spoke before, the three spheres that we spoke before. So we'll be focusing on each of those week after week and see how can we increase our knowledge and ensure that we keep growing our business. Apart from that, also as a networking opportunity, all of us come together and we try to network with each other and we try to grow our businesses, we try to collaborate. So even those kind of opportunities. And each business goes through 5 phases. BGSM is mainly meant for Pathfinder. That's a business where we are trying to, uh, find out who we are, trying to find out the strengths that we have, trying to find out what path to take to ensure that we are growing. So that's the area which we'll be focusing on. So how did it all start? So I went on a trek with a couple of friends in 2019. Had a beautiful discussion with them all through the trek for close to 3 to 4 hours, and I had a great time learning from them, understanding the various aspects about business. Both of them were from IT, so that's when we started BGSM in 2019. And of course there was a long break during COVID and all, we did not do it, and then after that, now recently we restarted it. And this is mainly I like to keep learning, so this also motivates for me. It's a motivation for me to keep learning. There's a business community called Business Automation Community, which I will introduce in upcoming sessions, and we'll see more about it. There's also a tool where we can set our vision, mission, goal, and we can see how to track what we are planning. So that is also there. So we'll take it up in future. And today's topic is maximizing your potential, evaluating and leveraging strengths for business growth. And this is being taken by Mr. Jawahar Michael, who is a director at Xpo HR. Just a small introduction about him. He's got 29 plus years of experience, predominantly in the HR divisions. He's worked with big names like ACT, Strides, Rane, Volvo, Michelin, Perfetti, Trident, Bonfiglioli, Apollo, Sun TV. So he's worked with all the big names. So thank you very much, first of all, sir, for agreeing to share. A very what do you say? A concept which is so core for business schools, or on how we can use our strengths and grow, which is very crucial for us to understand, because if we don't work with our strengths, we may not able to grow. So thank you very much for agreeing. So over to you, sir. You can share your screen and you can take over.
Yeah, sure. Just a minute.
Yeah, you can click on home on your keyboard. Okay.
No. So this is the topic. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks for the introduction. And so thank you, everybody. And see, today session, the focus is going to be on strengths. So these are the topics I'm going to cover in the brief time we have. What is the strengths, and what are the different types of strengths? And so for people who have done the test, I think I saw about at least 5, 6 people doing the tests. So they would have identified the top 5 strengths and how they are important. There are about 20 of them in this free test, which people did. It's called ifitest.com. So it's a free test, and using the free test, out of 20 strengths, what are the top 5 strengths people have identified? So they are very useful. We'll discuss how they are useful, and can the strengths change over time? That's another topic we'll discuss. And how we can utilize the strengths for our own business growth. Of course, it will also help in our personal life. So these are the topics I'll discuss. So straight away, I'll go. What is a strength? Um, Strength is basically, I would say, it's a God-given talent. Uh, so we get naturally through heredity, or I would say it's God-given talent. It can be inherited also sometimes. So we all have different talents, and God gives different talents for different purposes, and of course it has to serve the community at the end of the day. So God gives different talents for different people, and of course we also develop it through our developing our knowledge, through our experience. We develop it. So of course talent comes by birth, by nature, and then we develop it by studying, acquiring knowledge, and through various experiences we have and various things we do. And see, whenever we do certain things come naturally to us. It's a natural ability, and we feel positive about it when we use certain aspects. See, some people will take any situation, there is a crisis, some people will take leadership, or some people will come up with creative ideas suddenly, right? So there are so we can see people, we can identify strengths also. Others also will be able to find identify that this guy is good in organizing, this guy is good in doing, executing. So people also can perceive our strengths, identify. And generally these strengths are also in alignment with their values. Let's say we want to help others, we want to develop others. So we saw certain people, you are getting your strengths as coach. Coach is someone who helps others to identify the strengths of other people identifies the potential of other people and help them grow. So it'll also strengths also align with our values, and of course, it gives us satisfaction when we put our strengths to use. We also get satisfaction, and definitely strengths also help to help other people for the betterment of the society. Right? Can strengths change over time? As I said, strengths are a combination of talents, knowledge, and skills. Of course, talents come by nature, by birth, but we also can develop our strengths through studying in depth, practicing and acquiring skills. So definitely they can evolve. Um, so the strengths can change over time, but the core remains, but you can polish, you can change, acquire new skills, and there are some natural strengths. Along with the natural strengths, we can also acquire other strengths. So changes in life circumstances, experiences, so they also shape our strengths, and there could be shift in strengths. uh, so of course, life experiences play a crucial role in reshaping strengths. Let's say somebody, I'll put it this way. Let's say someone's father or was handling a business. There is a situation, father is no more. Somebody has to take and lead the business. They might not have realized that they have leadership skills. When they are put into a situation, they will come to know that they have leadership skills. So uh, the experiences or new opportunities also can bring out the strengths in people as they navigate through life. So as they experience new experiences, they encounter in maybe they travel to a different location, different country. They need to do things on their own. Like that, I think we will also, when the new opportunities come, probably we'll also discover we have certain strengths which are inherent, which we may not have realized. But when situation arises, probably we'll discover that we have certain strengths. Um, so, of course, whether they are triumphs or failures, new challenges can trigger shifts in our areas of strength. So, they are not static. Strengths are not statics. They can evolve over time. Uh, so, so there is no something like a destiny. தலையெழுத்து. So we can change. We can acquire new strengths. We can train and we can acquire new strengths. But of course, there are innate, inborn strengths which we can use. See, there are four broad categories of strengths. See, whatever we call, let's say, uh, see, generally we think about an idea, then we relate to other people, we sell our idea through influencing, then we execute. So we need to have an idea. The idea comes through thinking. We can't do everything on our own because there is a limitation. As one person, there is a limitation how much we can do. So we need to have a team. We need to build a network. So relationships, strengths are important. Then not, you need to relate as well as you need to influence. People also need to buy into your ideas. So you need to have influencing skills. Influencing skills, the other term for influencing skills are leadership skills. So you need to have the leadership skills to influence others. Then, of course, we need to be good in execution. So these are broad four categories. So I can stop here. Probably any questions so far? We can take the questions and then we can proceed.
I was wondering if there are a set of strengths which are very important for an entrepreneur.
See, I would say all these are important.
Okay.
See, broad category. See, we would have had a color code.
Yes.
Um, See, you would have different color code. If you have seen, a blue color code will be executing, right?
Okay.
Green will be more influencing. So, when you have done a report, you would see a color code.
Yes.
See, all these four categories are required for an entrepreneur,
Okay.
right? So we need to have a good idea.
Hmm.
We need to network. We need to influence others. We need to execute. See, out of
Okay.
this, there could be certain people very good in executing. There are certain people could be very good in thinking. So when we hire people for our team, let's say I'm good in executing. So I'm good in executing, right? Probably I have a strength in thinking. Maybe my influencing skills are not that great, right? So when I hire somebody for my team, I should look at complementary skills. So this way also it helps. So we need to build a team where we have a mix of all the skills. So we need to understand our strengths. We also need to understand the strengths of our team members. This I5 strengths tool also allows you to administer this strengths test for your team. Then collectively you can find out what are the strengths of the team. So that is also a possibility, right?
Okay.
Uh, Thomas, I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Mr. Jawahar, if I can ask you a question, can you hear me? I'm on the highway actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
You're
right. So
audible, please. Yes.
adding to what Thomas said, over a period of time, as an entrepreneur, if we have acquired a special set of skills and been excelling well, and let's say for some reason, due to a trauma or some reason, there is a setback. We fall miserably
Okay.
in business, and we have lost that skill set. Are there any possibilities to regain and reinstate or restore that skill set again? Will that come back to us again in life if we've
See,
gone through
I will put it
something?
this way.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name
Charles,
because maybe the
Charles,
participant list.
Charles.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
Charles, see, the generally when we face through a situation like this, it is not that we lose a skill. Probably we lose confidence. See, one of the strengths, if you see, self-believer, right? So some people are self-confident, right? Self-believer. See, certain skills can go dormant. See, when generally we won't lose our skills unless we have not practiced it for a long time. So probably we need to hone the skills. I think that's the only thing. The skills will be dormant. I think we start doing it again. I think we would regain. So I don't think whatever we have learned, we have acquired, we won't lose all of a sudden. But of course, it needs some brushing. It will require. Once we start doing it, I think we will regain the strength. I think I'll put it this way, Charles. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah. So Jawahar sir, I think you should complete the presentation before taking questions because I can see there are 38 slides and we are halfway
Okay.
through.
No. I'll run through. Run
Okay.
through. I'll not.
Yeah,
So how
because
much time I have?
towards the end, oh, is it? Okay, then go ahead. Okay.
How much time I have?
We need to, I mean, your presentation has to close in the next 10 minutes so that we can have questions,
Yeah,
answers towards the
then
end.
absolutely fine. I'll do that.
Okay.
See, this is a free test. Okay. What we have administered or what you have done is a free test. But if you want to explore more, you want to understand more, there is something called Strength Finder test. So there is a book called Strength Finder 2.0. If you buy that book, there is a link available in case you want to use it for yourself. The cheapest way is to buy this book, which will cost probably about 1,000 rupees. When I bought it, it was about 800 rupees. So Amazon, it is available. You can check the price. If you buy the book, there is a link. You can do the test and it will give you a report. This is more granular. To I5 test, see, probably there are only 20 tests. But if you want to understand more in depth, then I think you can do this test. See, for example, I'll show you a comparison. See, for example, you have only five, 6, and 4, roughly 5 each. We can put it that way. But here there are more. So I also have a comparison slide. I'll just show you straight away so that we'll understand the difference. I'll, yeah, jump and come back, not a problem. See, for example, these are additional strengths. So there are common strengths in I5. What are missing, I have highlighted here. This presentation, I'll share it with you. So if you want to understand more in depth and the Strength Finder report will rank all the 34 for you. Will rank all the 34 and will show you, probably you can look at, instead of top 5, you can look at your top 10 and you can utilize them. So that's the benefit of using Clifton Strengths. So the best way to do it online, of course, you can do it and pay, but the cheaper way would be to buy the Strength Finder 2.0 book, and there is a link generally in that book, and then you can, using that link, you will be able to do the test. So that's what I would suggest. Right. Uh, See, in this presentation, of course, I am going to share it with you. Um, so what I would do is, see, for example, there is an alphabetical order. All the strengths have been given. You can look at these strengths, whatever strengths you have done the test. If you have done the test, look at, I have listed all the 20 in the alphabetical order. So basically, let's say I'm an analyst. So I'm also analyst by nature. So I like data. I like data. I like to see the patterns. So I want to synthesize, make meaning out of the data, understand the patterns. So this is what analysts do. And when somebody asks us to make a decision without analyzing the data, without using the logic, probably I'll get frustrated. So each of the strength is, we have described like this. So believers are basically, I'm also a believer, so it's in the alphabetical order. Believers are the ones who have certain values. So they will not compromise certain values for anything. They live their lives by certain values. They will not compromise those values. They will, whatever they do, they are aligned to those values. But in case there are circumstances, where you work, you need to compromise certain values, or you need to go against certain values, or if your beliefs are questioned, probably you will feel misaligned. So we have described this way, each one of them. And so see, for example, another thing, there is something called chameleon. So people can mislead. What is chameleon? Chameleon is not a negative term, but Tamil வந்து பச்சோந்தின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So, but chameleon is not a negative term. Chameleon is one, people who can adapt quickly. See, the chameleons, they can adapt quickly, move forward quickly. Uh, they are, any surprises, uh, they can easily adapt, and they will find the way, right? They will adapt quickly. But of course, if it is very routine things, may be boring for them. So they need challenges, they need new circumstances, they need surprises. So chameleons are the ones. Say in case there is a, you are exploring a new market, or you are trying a new project, probably you can use people who have chameleon strength. They can adapt for any new change, new market, new product. I think they would explore, right? So another thing, I'll go back and explain. There are certain people I saw in the report. You have got catalysts. Catalysts, let's say, are the people who see. There are sometimes in the meetings, lot of discussions will be going on. No decisions will be made. There will be paralysis by analysis. These people with catalyst skills, they will urge people to make decisions and move forward, right? So they will urge people to decide and get started, right? So we need such people in the team. So they will not be, for them, wasting time with too much discussion, too much analysis, more than required. I'm not saying analysis is not required, but if too much discussions are happening, there is a status quo, people will challenge. So that's the role of a catalyst, right? See, lack of time, I'll not be able to go through every skill. Coach, since all of you have got, many of you have got the coaching as a strength. Coaches are the ones who enjoy developing people. They identify the potential in other people. They help others to discover the potential and help them to grow. They support them. They spend time with them. They give advice. They share their experiences. So, of course, they won't like anybody, if they see somebody's potential is getting wasted, uh, so it is not acceptable to them, and they will, as far as possible, they will try to help others to discover their potential and grow. Right. Commanders are the ones by natural leaders. So you will see certain people taking leadership. There is a, let's say there is an accident on the road. Some people will take the leadership. They will divert they will manage the traffic. So they will take the leadership. Any situation, and they are also people who will speak up their mind. They are not hesitant. They are not wishy-washy. So they state their opinion directly, and they speak up, they challenge, and so they don't avoid conflicts, they don't beat around the bush. So that is the type of mentality, right? Uh, so deliverer are the ones, see, they commit. Once they commit, I also saw some people having deliverer strength. Once they commit, they will do everything they can do to deliver the commitment. So we can trust them.
Sir, I have a
So we
suggestion.
can rely on them. Yeah, yeah,
What my suggestion is, let us take few of our members who have taken the test. I'll share the
yeah.
screen and I'll show their
Yes,
strengths, and maybe
yeah,
you can comment on that, or maybe they can ask specific questions on that, because
yeah. They
we
can
have.
ask. That will be
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yeah,
If they have any doubt, they can ask. Yeah,
so I'm stopping your sharing now.
yeah.
uh, and
I'll stop share.
yeah, you can stop. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll
Yes,
just
Thomas.
share my screen, and I will we'll move on to the discussion part, and I'm opening the WhatsApp. So this was shared by Mr. Dinesh. So this is what he shared. So Mr. Dinesh, do you want to ask any specific questions about this? Any doubts you have about this, so that Mr. Jawahar can answer your questions?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Thomas, for picking this up.
Yeah.
So Jawahar,
Yeah.
I mean, this was the result of my test, right?
Yes,
My
yeah,
specific
Dinesh.
question here is, uh, see, I am actually coming into the entrepreneurship as an very young right now, right? I
Okay.
just like finished my job role. I had like 17 years of job, and now I'm starting into entrepreneurship. What would be your suggestion on this result?
One good quality I see, Dinesh, is you are a strategist. Strategists are somebody who will understand the big picture, and then they will devise the plan, right? I also see you as a focus expert. Focus expert is somebody who have a specialized knowledge. They developed a specialized knowledge. I saw that in Thomas' profile. I have that. I saw in a couple of people also. As an entrepreneur, I see a strategist strength in you, which you understand a broader picture, then you can devise a plan accordingly. I also see you as a focus expert, so you can specialize in something, you can focus. That's also an execution strength. So timekeeper, so you are very organized. That's what I understand. Generally, you are organized, you stick to your plans, you stick to your timelines, you are also a learner. So I see a lot of good qualities, I think, where you can, if you're conscious, you can use these trends, and of course you need to have some complementary skills. That's what I would say. Probably, uh, see, this is my quick. You need to have probably in your team somebody who is in good in relationship building, networking. I think that's the kind of a person you need to look to complement you. That's my suggestion, Dinesh. I
He
hope
can
it's
he
helpful.
can either
Oh,
look at complementing, or he himself can slowly train and slowly start grooming himself also to add those skills, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you need to develop relationship skills, networking skills you need to develop. That's what I would suggest.
Thank you very much. I'll be
and
moving.
you are
I
bang
hope,
on
Dinesh, I've
actually.
answered you.
Yeah, he just said that
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
bang.
you
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Dr. Sunil, would you like to ask any specific questions about your strengths, or shall we
Yeah, I
move?
just wanted to understand what this term
No, I
believer
can sell
means.
quickly. Yeah, 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 Dr. Sunil, yes,
Very
sir.
Yeah, believer. Like, what does believer mean actually?
Believer is
Believer.
someone who has certain core values. They will not compromise the core values for anything. That could be any value. See, my values could be different, your values could be different, but whatever you believe are your core values, you will not compromise for anything, right? So you will not, for you, certain things are non-negotiable. So that is what it means, Dr. Sunil.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I
you
hope
very
I've
much.
answered you.
Yeah, brother, this is yours. A lot on red. Okay, next, Jude.
Yeah, I've explained.
I think Jude is not here. Next is, yeah, Brother Sergeant, would you like to ask any specific questions?
Yes, Brother Jawahar. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brother Thomas. I would
Yeah,
like to know what is this Philomath?
Philomath.
Philomath is somebody who is curious, explore, learning new things, constantly learning, and would also like to teach others. So Philomath and coach are closer. So you are basically, you have a lot of interest. You like to learn new things. Probably you read, or you're keen in learning new things, acquiring knowledge, and probably teaching as well. So, just to understand, Sajin, for me, looking at your skills, are you in some kind of sales or some kind of execution of project or anything? Because I see a lot of strengths related to execution. That's the reason I'm asking.
Actually, yeah, I
So, what is
work
your business? What do you do?
not in sales at all, but mostly into
Uh,
operations till now. But
so, I
recently, I've been
see a
getting
lot of
into.
delivery execution. That's the reason I'm asking. Your top three related to execution. So operations are,
Okay,
time is very, very important, crucial, and your delivery is very important. That's the reason I'm asking. The top three are related to execution strengths.
okay, okay. And then now, currently, I'm getting into coaching
I
full time.
hope.
Coaching. And
I'm
then
sorry, I didn't
what
get
is it?
you.
I'm getting into coaching and training and mentoring in that kind of area full time now. So that's a new area that I'm getting. And
Okay,
then if
that's good.
if any color, if the top three colors are same color, what does it mean?
See, we have four colors. For example, the red. I can show you. See, uh, basically there are four categories. I have my share screen.
Yeah, I have shared it on my screen. I put it on my screen.
Yeah.
I put it. If you come to Zoom, you'll see it.
You
Yeah.
can go to
No, I only opened this. I did not open the slide. I had taken a screenshot of this. Is it fine?
no, that is fine. See, execution as a red color, influencing as a green color, right?
Oh, then it is different.
So like that. So the easy way to find it, you did the test, right? i5strengths.com. Uh,
Yes,
can you
correct.
click?
Yeah.
There is a link in resources I have given in one of the slides. If you can click the link, and we can navigate there easily. And
Okay, I have.
so
I
So there
have.
will be four colors. For example, Philomath is thinking, blue is thinking related. Coach is relationship related. So green is leadership related. I'll put it this way. Red is execution related skills. Blue is thinking related skills. Uh, Yellow is relationship skills, right? So that's how it is. In the last slide, the reference material I have given. So
This one.
yeah, last but one, I think you can see.
Yeah, yeah.
Click this i5test.com. You can click the
Okay.
link. It'll navigate there. I can also show them maybe. You can copy it in the browser, probably. Yeah. You can sign. It'll show your report, and yeah.
So what should I click next?
Take the strengths test. You can click. If you Since you have it, it'll show the report. That's fine.
Yeah. This is mine.
You did it. Okay. Now go down. Go down. Go down. Okay. See, there is a color coding. Maybe I should have taken the screenshot.
Okay.
See, there is a color coding. For example, I'll show
It's
using
here.
the screen itself.
This one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's here. Right. So thinking is blue, doing is executing is red, feeling, relationship is feeling, influencing, leadership is motivating. So that's the category.
Okay.
So that's the strength families.
Okay.
Have I answered that question?
Yes, brother. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So you see, if you have multiple red colors, that means you are good in doing.
Okay.
For example, these three are red. So blue is thinking. So please look at that so that you know what you are good at. Probably you need to develop the other area which is missing.
Okay.
And or you need to get somebody in your team which is complementary to your skill.
Okay, brother, we have 3 minutes. Any suggestion on what is mine? Am I a good entrepreneur or do I have to work on anything?
Yeah, definitely. See, of course, one good thing I see strategist I explained to Dinesh as well. So you understand the broad picture and you are also an expert in your field. So you focus expert that is there. And I also see people skills. You are a good empathizer, you deal, so you build relationship. I think see, one thing we need to understand that not one skill will make us successful. See, each one of us is unique. Let's put it this way. There is nothing, something, there is no like something good personality, perfect personality, nothing like that.
Okay.
I think we are all unique. We need to understand our unique strengths and become better. The way of in good to great, I think he puts it beautifully. We need to understand our strengths and in our circumstances, we need to use our strengths, right? So in good to great, that is what he calls core competency. We need to understand what is our core competence as an individual, use our core competencies for our advantage. That's what I would put it, Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we'll have to wind up now. So there's a WhatsApp group. Please post any referral requirements, any positive messages. Avoid any negative messages. Please invite your friends for these meetings. And if you are inspired, you would like to share something for the help of all the entrepreneurs, please let me know. A few recommended books are here. So my question is, what is your strength? What strategic changes are you planning to gradually implement for your maximum growth in your business? And this is a meeting that happens every Wednesday at 9 p.m. And please share your questions in group or to me. I'll plan a session for that. Thank you very much, Brother Jawahar, for taking this session. I know it's a very technical session, and I know you had decades of experience. You're trying to concise the whole thing into 15 minutes, which is not that easy. But I hope many
No,
of
that's
us have,
fine.
many of us have good takeaways and good insight, to mold our, behaviors, or maybe to look for a particular learning aspect, or try to see how to, or maybe inspired to buy that book, as you said, and then start getting into this particular
No, I
research.
would, Thomas, I missed one thing.
Yeah.
There are beautiful videos on YouTube explaining each strength. See, their video is not even 1 minute more. That's surprising.
Okay.
The 1 minute videos on each strength. Strength Finder 34. The length of the video is only 1 minute. Beautiful. You need to see the 34 strengths I have listed, Clifton. You can click and say the videos, they are beautiful. You can understand your strengths. I would
Thank you
suggest
very much. I
looking
think
at the
we've run
videos.
out of
Of course,
we've
I
run
can
out of
also
time.
share a link. Yeah.
Yeah, we've run out of time. So please do share that link in the group. I'll forward the presentation also in the group. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. All the